How's everybody doing?
Hey, what's your hair on video?
Some more light. Yeah, let's get some more light in here, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
That didn't really good. Hold on. Just hold on a second. Yeah, see if we get some more light.
Yeah, it can be tricky sometimes.
There we go. A little bit better, I guess.
Yep. So tell us something about yourself and your project. Make a small introduction.
For sure. So my name's Pat Riley. I'm from Ontario, Canada. I'm the CEO of New Launch Media, which is, at the start, I guess, looking at this, it's a massive ecosystem that we're going to be building out over the next few months, which includes our full ads platform, Launchpad, pre-sale platform, and NFT, our NFT launch. Right off the bat, our ads platform is going live this week, which I definitely would love to share every bit of this with you.
Oh, super. How many people are there in your team?
So this is being run as a.
Go ahead.
So coming from our team standpoint, I am the CEO, and we have run this as a business. We're actually piggybacking off of my current company that's based in Ontario, Canada. I guess a little bit about me outside the crypto space. I'm a digital marketer by trade. I'm a lead generator. I have a company that I generate, finance applications for the finance industry between car loans and personal loans. On the side of that as well, I have a full development team that's been working with me for quite a while now, building out CRM systems, lead distribution systems, and that's all outside the crypto space. So for myself, I've been in the crypto space since 2017 personally, as an investor, definitely helped out a few projects along the way, get some footings, when it comes to the marketing side. So, I kind of just wanted to bring my company into the crypto space, and that's kind of where we're at today. So, on my payroll currently, we've got, 9 full-time, developers, front end, back end, Python, graphic designers, social media people. So we've got everybody on staff. So I guess, they are part of the team, but they're also employees of our company. We've brought on a great group of advisors and partners into the project. Our teams, we've partnered with the guys over at New Launch Media. We've got some advisors, Queen from Queen's Lounge. She's part of this project as well. So we've got some strong influencer groups behind our project that have stepped up and now part of the team as well.
Oh, okay. Sorry to bother you, but we can't really see your face. It's too dark up there. You need some light on your face.
Yeah,
it's really shady.
Let's see if I can turn the lights off. And actually, let's maybe take this. Just give me a sec. Is that better?
Oh yeah, much better. Much better than before. Before you look like a secret agent or a spy who's not showing his face. But now it's much better. Okay. I guess that you guys are docs and KYC, judging by the fact that you were so eager to switch to the video chat, I guess. Your mic is off, Pat.
There we go. Sorry, guys. So I'm definitely doxed for sure. And as I said, this is a long-term play. This is a long-term company. And we are, I've already paid for the KYC to take place. We are going to be launching on DX sale, our pre-sale this Saturday. So I did want to get that KYC checkmark on that as well. So I did also pay for KYC over and above being doxed.
Your project is a project which is launching on DX sale after a really long time. I think we've seen projects only launching on pink sale these past couple of months. But everything that's going on with pink sale and how shady they are, it's better to choose DX over pink sale at the moment. So
yep.
That's a good decision.
I totally agree with you, and I guess that's I guess, to sum up what our whole platform looks like, we originally we planned on Pig Sale. We started this whole process like, our team has been working on the software platform for, I'd say, a good 6 months at this point, to get this where we're at. So, there's been lots of talks and communication, from 6 months back till now. Pig Sale was going to be the choice. And honestly, the way that they're operating, there's so much news right now, between the contract issues that was just posted a couple of days ago, as well as, the dumping of the tokens. There's nothing worse, that a project spends so much time in development to be able to launch their project and then just have the tokens dumped on them. It's not fair. And that's also one of the reasons why we're actually building our own pre-sale platform as well, to make it a safer place. And we want to wipe out, Pink Sale completely with our platform. And some of the added features that we're going to be adding to our platform. So we've had lots of discussions, with DXSale, and I know they've changed a lot of how they operate and what they do with with the token portion. And now they're investing in, they're putting it in their DAO, which is, almost investing. So I trust what they're doing at this point. And that made the most sense for us to launch with them, definitely over Pink Sale.
Yeah, absolutely. You just mentioned that you guys will be making your own platform as well. Can you tell us about it? How would it be different from PinkSale and DXL, and what new features would you guys bring on?
For sure. So, I guess the main thing for me, like, coming from a media guy, design standpoint, I think that both of those websites, obviously PinkSale was basically cloned off of DXL, was very, very similar layout, setup. Kind of clunky to be able to get around, and I think that projects, that projects is a little more real estate, a little more ability to act and function more like a launch pad, in the sense that they can add, YouTube videos, they can add, full descriptions, images, and a bunch more stuff to make a full sales pitch type page versus the way it is now. Just coming from the simple design standpoint, more card-like style, like you would see on a normal launch pad for upcoming projects. And the biggest for us, combining in, more of a sales funnel that I'm used to outside of the crypto space, in the e-commerce world. When somebody's checking out and creating their pre-sale on their pad or on our system, on our platform, we want to give the ability for those projects to select marketing that will be automatically held back from their pre-sale funds. So we look to partner with some larger influencers, whether it's DravLab, whether it's, Caesars. Sorry, my dog sees a dog outside the window. So and having the ability for them to be able to check off and select those marketing efforts right at the time of pre-sale creation. So that does two things over and above, offering KYC on our pad. It also gives that added bonus, and perk for the investors of these projects to know that once they finalize the pre-sale, that these groups of influencers, this type of marketing, whether it's a balance being added to our own personal, our own, advertising platform, which we'll discuss here in a second, that the marketing is taken care of. That, so, adding that functionality along with it being, just a better looking design, that's what we're going for.
Yep, sounds great. PinkSale and DXSale charges a certain percentage of tokens from the project that they launch. Do you guys have a plan to do the same? And if so, how much will you charge?
So we haven't decided on the fee structure yet, but it will 100% be more on the on the trading pair side, on the BNB or Ethereum side, not the native token. There's no reason why we can't lower the fees and just make it a nice place to include. Obviously, with we could definitely lower the fees, and we probably don't even need any of the native tokens at all. To be honest, I think that's overkill. If we ended up partnering with one of the projects, then it's a whole different ballgame. But I think realistically that it should be just the majority of it, if not all of it, would just be the base trading pair that they're collecting at the pre-sale. We're going to pick up the revenue and on those upsells for the advertisers and the influencers that are going to partner with us on the upsell section. So we'll be able to pick up revenue there. But but I think it just needs to be cheaper. I just think that this whole industry just needs to shape up a little bit, and we want to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. It does need a revamp.
Yes. So
Could you, sorry, go on.
So like the biggest thing that we're doing right now, like obviously we're a media marketing company. So, over the last 6 months, we developed, an entire ads platform that's built, for the crypto space. We're going to be launching that this week. Actually, in our chat right now in the Moonlaunch Media Group, we actually have ads posting every 45 minutes currently from our platform. So we're going to be the first people to launch a pay-per-click Telegram marketing platform. So right off the bat, we're going to be launching the Telegram side. Later on, this month and into next month, we'll be launching Twitter campaigns, Twitter pay-per-click, as well as Facebook and Instagram, and working with influencers. The biggest thing with this crypto space is that there's so much shady stuff on the go. We've already touched on the pre-sale, platforms and launching. But there's the bigger side of things, which is the marketing aspect. There's so many, Telegram groups and Twitter accounts that have, 100,000 members or 100,000, a million followers on Twitter that are just bots, right? And people that are coming into the space to be able to start out in crypto and launch a project, if they don't know who to talk to, they're going to spend 2 BNB on a Telegram group that is going to get them four clicks. There's no legitimacy, in a lot of the groups, which is tainting the whole entire market. So, for us, we built out this platform to be able to offer advertisers, group owners, or project owners, I should say, an ability to get proper marketing that's scalable and measurable, on a pay-per-click basis. So, and what it does also on the publisher side, the Telegram groups, right now we've got an amazing group started that we've got a bunch of interest of Telegram groups, crypto groups that are willing to show ads in their group. So our platform basically connects the two. A publisher can connect their group to our platform. We will show ads in their platform, and we will actually pay them 75% of the click revenue that the ads in their group generate. So, it does a couple different things. If for one, it legitimizes everything for the advertiser side to be able to actually get advertising that I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to spend $1,000 and I'm going to get X amount of clicks because this is what the average cost per click is going to be on this platform. And on the publisher side, it helps the group owners, enhance the amount of revenue that their groups are bringing in on a legitimate scale, on autopilot. So, once a publisher, once a Telegram group actually connects to our system, they don't have to do anything other than set the frequency of how often, what days, what times they'd like to see ads in their group. We're not going out to replace, AMAs and posts that some of these, legitimate companies and legitimate groups are doing, but we are trying to offset and help monetize a little bit more for these groups. Everybody has to sleep. Everybody has to, maybe take a vacation or something comes up. So, with our platform, it allows the publisher side or the group side to be able to be flexible on when ads show, which days of the week, what times. And again, it just helps legitimize the space, and make everybody accountable. So, when an ad is created on our platform side, it basically goes to an automatic review that our team reviews any ad that's possibly, that's going to be going out into our publisher group or our publisher network. And the links that are being posted are masked by a tracking link from us. So we actually track every single click that's done and created by that particular influencer group's page or that post. And then we credit that publisher their amount of funds, and we subtract the funds from the advertiser side. And then every single week we do a batch run through our Coin Payments account to pay off all of our publishers. So every Telegram group owner gets paid once a week in BUSD. And again, it's just, just added, just different stuff to disrupt this marketing, this advertising, and help projects get the footing they need in a legitimate sense. And I think that's truly what the space really needs right now, to be honest.
Oh, that's very well explained. You said that most of the influencers right now, they have bots as their followers, right? So, will you do a background check on the influencers that are going to be on your platform, whether or not they have bots as well?
So for us, like coming from the advertiser, like if we're talking about the ad platform, the advertisers only get charged if there's clicks. So we've got some bot protection put in place as well as IP tracking to be able to stop the illegitimate clicks that are coming through. So if we post an ad in that group, we will only record legitimate traffic. So when it comes to us, we don't if somebody has 100,000 people, 100,000 members in their account, it doesn't really matter to us, because if they only have 4 legit people and those 4 legit people click the ad, then we're only going to charge our advertiser for the 4 clicks. So, it just makes it a lot better, because that group or some of those larger groups would typically charge 1 or 2 B&B, when now that advertiser is only going to pay, this much money, for the actual legitimate traffic that they're getting to their project, whether that's to their Telegram group or their website or a whitelist contest, whatever that may be. So, when it comes to verifying accounts, yeah, 100%, we're going to be manually reviewing, and spot checking some of the influencer groups for sure. And we're also building out this week a tiering system, that we can actually leverage and pay a little bit higher percentage kickback to higher performing groups as well. If we've got, groups like yourself, obviously that, your group would be held at a higher standard than, maybe just a typical show group. So, segmenting those influencer groups into levels that would all have their minimum cost per click tiers, and giving the ability for the advertiser to choose which way they want to go. Do they want to advertise in a show group? Do they want to advertise in more legitimate, pay a little bit extra, and be in legitimate groups? So, we're going to give the flexibility to the advertisers to choose where they advertise their project.
Oh, wow. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're going to charge according to the number of people that you guys bring to the Telegram group, or the number of actual clicks or the number of people that they bring to the project, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's based on
I think that's pretty. Yeah, sorry, go on.
It's based on basically an auction bidding system for the keywords, or for the cost per clicks. So when an advertiser comes on and actually signs up to create a campaign, they can see what the average bidding average is for the entire platform, right? So obviously we want to coming from our side of our point of view, and the publisher side, we want to try to maximize the earnings for our influencer groups. Like that's the name of the game. So our system will automatically show the higher bidding people first, and then work its way down throughout the day to the lowest bids. And it's based on an auction. So we set as a company wide or a platform wide, we can set a minimum cost per click for each one of the tiers. So maybe shillings $1 a click, and then it's $2 a click for next tier, and $3 a click for the tier up. But then the sky's the limit based on the demand of the platform. So obviously we start getting into stuff like what's happening with KuCoin ads, which took that price from dollars a click to, I think right now they charge per 1,000 impressions, but it works out to like $10 to $15 a click at this point. So, it's all based on demand, but at least with this, that if you put $1,000 in and you see what that average cost per click is on our platform, you're going to know how much traffic that you're going to get from the legitimate people to your project. And I think that's what's needed, coming from myself as an advertiser, to be able to actually scale and say that, look, okay, well, I've got $10,000 to spend. Instead of, if I know that I'm going to get this many clicks for $1,000 and the test goes well, I'm just going to add the rest of my budget here, because that just saves me, for one, dealing with a bunch of Telegram groups that I don't really know the history of. I don't know who they are. I can't really trust the engagement that's actually happening in those groups. So, this is the way to go. It just allows for people with smaller budgets to probably enhance what that level of budget is to be able to spend on their project, especially through our platform. So, that's the name of the game. I just want to really disrupt the way the advertising is done. And with this platform going live this week, I think that's going to help do it.
Oh, super. I think we all know that influencers and crypto influencers, as we call them, they earn a lot of money these days, right? Every project they, give a shout out to, they charge maybe thousands of dollars, you know. So
Yep.
why would they leave that and, join your project? I mean, what incentive are you going to give the influencers to, do what they're doing and join Moon Launch?
For sure. So for the groups that are actually doing well, right? So that there's different levels of groups that we can talk about. We're not trying to replace the revenue, but like I said, they have to sleep. They have time that's down. They might have a general chat, their general chat group. So with our system, it gives them the flexibility to literally choose days and times. So say you've got one person like yourself that's doing AMAs or doing posts that's in charge of that. Well, when you sleep, there's 8 hours that nothing's happening. There's no monetization happening in that group. So for us, it makes total sense that if you could just pick up extra revenue and not do anything about it, or, you don't have to do anything. You just see the ads, and if each one of the posts, if that group has that type of engagement, that's going to get 100 clicks at $2 or $3 a click. That's, $200 or $300 a post, that they're going to earn while they're sleeping, while they're doing nothing. Or maybe there's a slow day. Maybe maybe that they know that tomorrow there's no AMAs booked. There's nothing really happening. Well, you can literally log onto our platform and adjust that dynamically. That, okay, well, tomorrow I want to run from this time to this time, which it's completely flexible. So we're not trying to replace the people that know what they're doing and the amount of revenue they're bringing in. But I think that, if you could add, a few hundred to a few $1,000s a day, running our ads in your group on the off times, it's a no-brainer. And, like I said, we're not trying to replace anything. We're just trying to help monetize the solid groups and even, smaller call groups that are just getting going, or smaller investor groups that are just getting started that haven't, got to that point yet of past that 0.05 BNB for a post, that helps them move up to that next level. In the amount of revenue, which allows them to use that money to be able to market their call group as well. So it kind of goes hand in hand for all levels of groups throughout the line.
Oh, okay. We actually have a question in the chat for
Sure.
you, which says that do they already have people who will be working with the platform since the launch?
Yep. So we actually set up a yesterday. So yesterday and today we've been testing the platform. Right now we're running ads in our particular group, just as testing through today. Our partners over at Monsters Playground, they'll be installing the system in their chats today as well. Obviously we're the first customer. We have had actually some great interest from projects. We've got some DMs happening on Telegram as well as DMs on Twitter. For projects that are looking to use our platform on the advertising side. As for the influencer side, like I said, we have invited and started a call group or an influencer group chat, and there's some serious interest in that. We've got some people that have signed up in the pre-sign up form on our website. So yeah, we've got some people. Our goal for this week is to literally have this running live in groups, our ads coming up to pre-sale and launch this weekend. And then, start our massive marketing campaigns next week to gain, 30 to 40 different groups. That's our goal, by the end of next week, to be able to actually properly launch this ads platform and start bringing on paid customers.
That all sounds lovely. Could you explain the roadmap of Moon Launch?
For sure.
The long term, where do you see your project after 6 months or maybe a year?
Yeah, absolutely. So as I said, like each part of this ecosystem is its own beast. Like it's, a lot of products come and they launch, one aspect of this. And we've decided to launch a bunch of things, throughout, the next few months or the next quarter. So our ads platform, we'll talk about that quickly. Obviously like I said, the Telegram side of things is launching this week. Throughout the next few weeks, we are going to be developing the other social platforms as well as adding, typical traditional banner ads as an ad type. Our dev team's actually working currently on a phone app basically an app that you can download on the Android Google Play Store, which will show lock screen ads on your phone. So it'll allow advertisers on our advertising platform to be able to select a campaign type for lock screen ads, upload a full image ad, and that ad will show on anybody that has the app installed on their phone. The people that actually have that app installed on their phone are also going to get paid 1% of the tax from our token tax. As well, they're going to get paid the pooling of that 75% revenue that would normally go to one publisher for their clicks. We're going to pool that amount for that campaign type and disperse it to every single person that has that app installed on a monthly basis. So it's just revenue that somebody can just earn just for having an app installed, taking a look at some ads throughout the day. The average person unlocks their phone 40 times a day, so that's a lot of eyes, that are on those ads. So that's going to be over the next couple of weeks. Later on this month, we're hoping that we're actually working with multiple designers right now for our NFT collection, which again will be a revenue sharing NFT collection. So I guess I don't know if I touched on it, but to tie our token in with our advertising platform, we're actually going to be sharing 4% of the revenue that our ads platform brings in. We're going to be distributing that to our holders through a staking platform. So the staking platform will be live next week, that people can stake their tokens and earn that 4% or earn their share of that 4% revenue that our company brings in. So I guess back to the NFT side, we'll be launching NFTs that NFT holders will share in 1% of the company's revenue as well as 1% of the taxes as well. And that'll be paid out through an NFT staking platform as well, along with the tokens. So that's, over the next 3 weeks, that's going to be live and ready to go. Our dev teams already started working a little bit, and we've been doing some R&D on the pre-sale platform itself. So we're hoping that, into February, we're going to get that, the pre-sale platform launched. Moving from that, we're definitely going to look at, we definitely are building a full launch pad as well, which is going to be more VIP for our holders. So people that are staked on our platform are going to have the ability to vote for the projects that are actually going to be on our platform. It's one thing for us as a team to be able to vet projects to put on our platform, but I think it's also important that the community that's invested in us has that ability to be able to vote for which projects they want to see on our launch pad. So that full VIP launch pad is going to be more for our holders themselves and more of a private launch pad versus the pink sale the pink sale platform version that'll be just public, that anybody can go on and run a pre-sale. And then, of course, moving forward past that, there's, these are going to be ever evolving projects and moving into every other aspect and keeping up on the time. So, it's not going to stop. With the amount of revenue that the ad platform is going to bring in, we're holding back 20% in our company. And then obviously the revenues from the pre-sale and the launch pads will also help push this project further and hire more devs on the payroll to be able to keep growing each one of those aspects of the platform over the next coming months. So it's not just a one product done. Everything's going to be ever evolving.
Oh, super. I see in the chat that a lot of people are really excited about your project Moon launch. It does sound really promising, and I hope that it does blow up. Moving on, you mentioned about the app and the NFT. So 1% of each transaction tax is going to the people who have installed the app and to also the people that are holding the NFT, right? 1% each.
Yeah, it's 1% of the token tax for each, and then obviously the campaign revenue for the holders, and then the 1% of the actual full company's revenue for the NFT. So there's basically four ways for holders, four ways that people that are involved in our project and our ecosystem are going to be able to earn money right off the bat. One's going to be the obviously the token, which we have a 2% reflections in our native token paid back to our holders. There's no staking or anything necessary for that. That's typical reflection. The second part obviously is to be able to stake your tokens to earn BUSD once that bucket fills up of revenue that gets dispersed out. There are some requirements that have to be met for somebody to qualify for that, which would be once that bucket hits that threshold point, which could be it's a random time of the month. It takes a snapshot, so people would have had to have been staking for 7 days and not sold more than 10% of their stack in that period of time. So if you hit those two criteria, then you get to share in that revenue. And then obviously the NFT side, 1% of the revenue, 1% of the tax, just for having your NFT staked, and then the app itself to install. So, there's some serious stuff coming from a revenue standpoint that's going to provide passive income to our holders. We all know that the BSC, ups and downs, the crypto market, and with us, we want to make it a little more stable. Our ads are always going to be running, our platforms are always going to be running. So if we can provide passive income that's not connected to anything to do with the BSC network or the BSC chain or the coin itself or the token itself, then it's massive for our holders. It gives them the reason to hold, you know what I mean? Especially during the crap times in the market.
Yeah, absolutely. These are the projects worth investing for. Talking about the NFT side, can you please explain a bit more about it? Like what's going to be the supply, the mint price, and where can we trade it, and how can we buy? Are we buying those NFTs, minting those NFTs using your native token or some other stable coin?
We're going to do the minting on our website. It's not going to be through our token. It'll be through BNB or Smart Chain. It'll be through our website. The minting price, we're talking right now around $200. Whether we actually convert it to $200 or if it's going to be point something in the BNB side, that's yet to be announced. There'll be 5,000 NFTs total ever made. That'll be part of this. This type of revenue, saying down the line, we don't add another NFT collection for something else, in the future. But part of that revenue share, it's going to cut off at 5,000, which just allows that as our projects grow and our volume increases for that tax portion, and our company starts generating more money, it's going to be more lucrative for people that are going to be holding those NFTs. So again, the minting is going to be on our website, and we will push those, through to OpenSea as the marketplace itself. But we are trying to get that done within the next 2 weeks. We had a kind of a temporary or a tentative schedule of the 28th. But we've got a lot of stuff going on between now and then, so we'll see if we can hold true to that. But again, there's lots of announcements coming up, concerning that for sure.
Oh, okay. Can we talk a little bit about the tokenomics of the moon launch? How are the tokenomics looking?
Sure, of course. So we've got 4% automatically going to liquidity. We've got 4%. Just going to pull that up so I don't lie to you here. Sorry, 3% auto liquidity. We've got 4% going into the marketing wallet, auto converting to BNB. So I guess I'll touch on the marketing side of things for 2 seconds. I know that there's two sides to the marketing of this platform, right? There's obviously the token side of things. There's the token side of things, and then there's the platform side of things. So, each of them are going to go hand in hand on the marketing side, but the 4% that's auto converting to BNB for the marketing, that's going to be, directly used for the actual token itself, through influencers or paying for ads on our own platform. So that's the plan with that. We've got 2% of the tokens going back to our holders as reflections, 1% to the NFT holders, 1% to the lock screen app installers, and we do have 2% auto converting to BNB for a kind of a lottery giveaway wallet that we're going to have some contest and run a lottery on the weekly side of things just to add that little bit of hype. Of course, we're a utility token. There's no question on that. We've got utility for days, but we still want to be able to bring in people and have people hold and not sell for a period of time and be able to be entered into those giveaways as well. So, we're trying multiple different ways here to be able to keep the floor growing of our project and the token, between the staking and the things that need to be happen, to be able to get to share in that 4% revenue, as well as the lottery money as well. So 13% buy and sell tax, long and short.
That's really reasonable too. It's not much. After the launch, what kind of marketing will be done? And is it going to be the same type of marketing that you guys are doing pre-launch?
So yeah, like it's, for me, where it's not a meme thing, and I like to talk, if you haven't noticed, I think for me to get in front of people and explain what that project is, and I think to carry on this week and into next week, with AMA, continue the AMA tour. Like we're hitting, this week was eight AMAs. I think we've got 2 more tomorrow, so probably 10 AMAs in total. And plus a couple more that we can get booked. But I think showing my face, explaining what the project is going to, for one, help the floor, because people know that they just saw who I am. They saw how sincere I am in the project and what the project actually entails and the milestones that are going to be pushing out. So I think that goes a long way to build that floor of long-term investors. And I think we will carry that on next week as well. Obviously, post-launch, we are going to be using some larger influencers, get some calls, get some Twitter calls on the go, some KuCoin ads. And obviously our goal would be to get on, CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko as soon as humanly possible. And then obviously, just promote using our utility. Like I'm not into, crazy pump and dump groups and that kind of stuff. I don't want any part of that. I just want to be able to work with our community, show that our product's working, run our ads in as many possible groups as we can once we start building with that publisher network next week, and just grow this organically, which, I guess this is organically, but, with the marketing efforts in place, spend some serious money. Like when you start thinking about that 4% auto converting to BNB, that's a fair chunk of change when we start getting into higher volume days. So, we'll spend every penny of that on the token and come up with new ideas to push it harder.
Okay. Another question from the chat. Someone
Sure.
asked, as you mentioned that the ads are already running, can we get a link to it?
So so the links, it's actually running in our group right now. So every 45 minutes in the @NewLaunch Media group, you'll start seeing ads. I'm going to actually create a few more campaigns when we get on this call that you're more than welcome to see exactly how the ads show. In the groups. Definitely check out Monsters Playground as well, because the ads will be running there a little bit later on today. But they look just like a normal post. It's they have a button at the bottom, the image at the top, the content in the middle, and they look completely native to the platform. And in every single one of our ads, that's the other, I guess, bonus for us as Moon Launch. They're all white. They've got a little tagline at the bottom of every single one of the ads. This is ad by Moon Launch Media, which links to our website, which will do 2 things. One, get our name out there as the platform itself, and then obviously get people interested in the thing as well, the platform and the token.
Okay, let's talk about the pre-sale part of things. As you mentioned that it's going to be on DXL, what's going to be the hard cap and soft cap and the liquidity percentage?
So we've got a 300 BNB hard cap, 150 soft cap. We're giving away 600 whitelist spots in between the 300 we have on our suite widgets and all the AMA and call groups that we dealt with this week. Obviously, are able to give out some whitelist spots as well. The minimum contribution is 0.1 BNB, and the max contribution is 2 BNB. We want to keep it as level as possible. For launch, and the launch price will be the same as what the pre-sale price is. We did hold a private sale back in December, which we raised 125 BNB as well, and there was only a 20% savings on the pre-sale price, so there's not a whole lot of difference. There's not going to be any 3x or 4x, at launch. all of our team tokens and the partnership side of things, we're all going to be vested, getting locked through Unicrypt and invested. So, everything's going to be locked up tight before launch. We just want to be secure and make sure that our community's, taken care of and knows that they're in a safe project.
I don't think I got you on the maximum contribution part. Is it going to be 2 BNB or 3?
Two BNB is going to be max.
Oh, okay, cool. And what are the long-term goals of a moon launch? Is it going to be? I'm sorry. Do you want to dethrone the current, Lightning Sale and DXL, or are you going to be their biggest competitor?
I want to wipe them both out. And I think combining some of the powerhouses that we have behind us currently when it comes to our advisors and our groups that are involved, some heavy hitters in the crypto space. And I think with all the ball drops that they're both doing, there's no reason why we just can't wipe them out and be their biggest competitors for sure. It'll be a slow start, to gain that traction, but word of mouth travels fast for sure. And, I think that we will be neck and neck, side by side, if not better and more used over the next few months than both of them combined, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we do need someone to eliminate Pink Sale at least, and I hope Moon Launch does that. You said about the Friday pre-sale of 125 BNB, and they had a 20% discount on that. Are their tokens going to be vested or not?
No, I don't think, the BSC is a hard beast, so I didn't require anything to be vested on that side of things. It's, there was quite a few investors that came in. So it's quite spread out. And then obviously with our pre-sale side, which is basically double what our private sale was, and at the, at a lower, 2 BNB max, I think that we've got a great disbursement of tokens. And of that 300 BNB, we are kind of locked 70% of it, 70% into liquidity. The other 30% is going to be held back for the marketing and to finish off the second part, start getting into the launchpad funds for development. Right now I personally have the development funds available for the whole pre-sale platform. All that's been taken care of, but any of the milestones pushing forward. So we will hold some of the funds back for the development side, but we are going to lock for at least a year on the liquidity side of things, and probably 5 to 10 years, to be honest. We haven't once we chat with our advisors and our team, then we'll make that decision. But there won't be anything less than a year on any of the stuff that's locked when it comes to liquidity.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Do you have a team wallet? And if so, how much of the tokens are in it?
So the team wallet will consist of 10%, basically 10% of the total supply, which we've got. I think at this point we probably have 9, I do believe, confirmed people that are in our team. All of those people will have 1% of the token, which again will be vested over the next few months, with small increments being dispersed over time. So there's not going to be anything. We will hold back a little bit of the money. We do have a partnership fund, which is 5% of the token supply. So we will hold back some of that, unlocked, just to be able to work out partnerships with some influencers and bring people on as more ambassadors of the platform itself. But when it comes to our team side of things, then absolutely everything's going to be vested. Nothing will be unlocked.
Oh, okay. I don't think I have any more questions.
Sure. If anybody's got questions in the chat, you're guys more than welcome to chat in there. Join the Moon Launch group. Ask, DM me as well. I'm always open to hop on a call with anybody to discuss anything further. And we are, like I said, we are running a Sweet Widgets contest for whitelist spots. So definitely hop over to our chat and get involved with some of the other contests that we're running as well right now. We are giving away over $20,000 worth of prizes on that Squeak Widgets contest, which includes we are going to be giving out 100 of our NFTs as an airdrop once we launch to the top 100 people that have entries in the Squeak Widgets, as well as some BUSD to the top guys as well. So definitely hop over and get involved with that.
Yeah, that's good marketing. Do you have any message for the people that are listening here before we wrap it up?
I appreciate you guys listening, and I hope that you guys can share the story and get behind us and help support what we're trying to do, and definitely look forward to chat with you guys all in our main chat.
I think most of them are, and they've been constantly talking about Moon launch in the general chat over here at Scamstock, and a lot of them do really seem really excited about it.
Amazing. No, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And again, I'll come back anytime to chat with your group or like I said, answer any questions that anybody has. So don't be shy. Definitely reach out to me.
Yep, you heard the man. Before we leave, I just have to say one thing. And I think most of the people that are listening might agree with me that, except the fact that we couldn't really see your face properly, this is by far the best AMA that we've had till date in Scamstock. So thank you for that. And,
wow, much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for answering all the questions honestly and to the best of your knowledge. And we would like to wish you the very best for Moon launch.
Thank you so much. Again, I really, really appreciate it. That goes a long way, truly.
Oh, okay. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.
Awesome. Look forward to it, guys. Take care, guys. Talk soon.
Yep.
Thank you.
Cheers.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.